Good evening and welcome to the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, episode 14. Hope you have enjoyed your week so far and you've got over the weekend's woes. Welcome to my panelists as always. How are we doing, Anthony and Fuzzy?
Well, not too bad, Shane. I'm all right. No, I'm no, I'm good, Shane. It's a shame about you, like obviously with your
My
vocal,
larynx, my larynx, yeah.
your lyrics. Yeah, I reckon that's obviously shouting at the telly. Obviously when you played Tottenham over the weekend, so it's understandable. You know, it is understandable. But yeah, I mean, I could have been the same. You know, obviously my team what they were like over the weekend. But apart from that, I'm good. Same, and I'm looking forward to tonight's stream.
Yeah, good stuff, mate. And how are we, Fuzzy? We all good?
You have to do better than that, Fuzz. We can tell you're not on mute.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure that I'll
I
But
did
yeah,
all the whole
I think-
fucking show. It was like on mute. It's like what?
it's not a mute on StreamYard. So I went through every single setting that I could possibly have for these headphones, and nothing was muted
Oh,
until I looked at the soundbar, and nothing was coming through on the
nothing.
mic.
Yeah.
So then I was just like, right, let's have a look. Wow, the fucking mute button switched on, but it's not a button that I usually press with intention. So I must have leant on it or something, and all manners of fuckery happened. Long story short.
God.
For those in the chat, apparently Fuzzy did a show last night. Unfortunately, he didn't realise that it's only when Anthony kind of, kindly let him know that he did the show with not a single word being heard. So Fuzzy had to do it again.
It's full near 30 minutes, I think it was.
Wow.
And yeah, it was all done in mute. All done in mute.
Yeah. And he was angry. He went downstairs, went to the fridge, got his special brew, his chocolate milk, and thought, bloody hell, I've got to do this again. And fair play to Fuzzy. He went out there and he done it again. And you did. And in fairness, Fuzzy, I watched it. You did a job well done.
Did he do the outro, the sound of silence? Did he, as the outro?
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. They always say like the the Terminator films. Everybody says obviously the second one was better than the first one, but on Fuzzy's stream, I think the first one was better than the second.
As always, let's say to the great people in the chat that comes along with us. So Matt's in first of all. Big up Matt, big up Tony in the panel. I hope you're keeping well, Matt, and the same with Pepsi as well. Evening, and they're saying hello to each other. And welcome to the West Ham Fish and Chips battered to perfection. Best chips in London. Hope you're keeping well. Good seeing you. And also to Frankie Muscle as well. Hello, fellas. How are you all? Well, apart from me doing a Barry White impression, I'm doing very well. Hope you are as well. Acers, get down to the chemist quickly. Yeah, I know, mate. I know. I've already taken some things. I've got my little lemsip with me, so hopefully we'll see how we go. Evening, Wasim. I Tony Guest and all in the chat. Andy Murray Fuzzy, and also hello to Bristol Rovers tractor supporter.
Yeah, beaters. You had a good win on the weekend, beating Tom's team.
Yep. Budgie, smash up the likes, peeps. Evening, Budgie. Hope you're keeping well.
Yeah, bud.
And also to Lee, Football Dad's Army. Big up the panel and the chat. And also evening to Usual Suspects. Good to see you. And Anthony's cousin, where's Herbert? Someone in the comment section taking fish and chips. Brilliant.
Well, I'll be pissing on somebody's fish and chips. You know, that's what I do.
Afternoon, Lawrence. Hope you're keeping well. On you, Irons. And also, good evening to Adama. Beautiful, intelligent ladies of the panel. Good to see you as well. Big up to Michael Chelsea FC. Tony, Fuzzy, and Anthony, and everyone in the chat, and they're saying hello to each other.
Oh, mate.
Evening to Sharky. Hello to everyone. You sound a bit rough, Tony. Yeah, I am, mate. It's quite clear and obvious. You can hear it in the throat at the moment, but all good, all good. Lawrence is saying, Fuzz, that was probably your best show.
It was.
Doing more.
Big up to Magnus Gaming as well. Hit the like button, subscribe to Early Doors Football TV. Big up to the chat and the banner. Big up to yourself, mate. Hope you're all good. Yeah, Fuzzy had sound issues last night, so actually Mike was listening in. And they're saying hello to each other as well. Pepsi, yeah, that's for you, Anthony. Is that a Tony impression? Impersonator, sorry. Evening, Arsenal Manic. Hope you're well. Matty as well. And evening to wonderful Mama Flossie. Evening, Tony, Fuzzy, and Anthony. Hope you're keeping well, Mama.
Big up, Mama.
Manic. Budgie and Larry. Evening, lads. Evening to the chat. Yeah, good to hear, Matt. Nice. Brilliant. Budgie, big up, man. Usual saying, Barca's 2-1 up at the moment. We'll come on to something about that as well.
Bastards is 2-1 up. That's what it's literally from my end. Literally, that's what it's sounded like.
It's the voice. It subdues the comments basically. You know what I mean? Big up, Mama Flossie. Feeling under the weather, Tony? Just a little bit. Budgie, just in the rawness in the throat is in full effect at the moment. But all good otherwise. And they're sailing each other. James, good to see you. Evening, ladies and gents. And as always. More like Barry Moore. Brilliant.
Oh. Top, middle, or bottom?
Yeah, exactly. Isn't it? Colin Children, evening, Tony, Anthony, Fuzzy. Don't worry, Tony, my throat is like yours at the moment. Sucking on Jakeman's throat lozenges. What flavour though, Colin? That's the profession. Which one do you actually suck on? Got to be the old.
Don't want to know.
They're saying at each other. Mama Flossie, she's asking. Tony's doing a Barry White impression. Well, funny enough, Mama, my boss first of all said to me, "You sound like Barry Manilow." So I had to say, "Hold on, do you mean Barry White?" And also then there's a big old pause and oh shit, yeah, it's Barry White, not fucking Barry Manilow. Jesus, I've not even got the nose like him. 2-1 there at Barcelona, and they're saying like each other, which is good. Michael, I hope you're okay, Tony Matt. Good. Since you're under the weather, man. Yeah, just the throat, like I said. It's all good. All good.
Yeah.
We better say Walter White sounded like Barry White tonight. It'll be all right. It'll be all right on the night. I am one of your catches. One of your team, and I'm catching one of your teams in the FPL.
Yeah.
Is that the bottom one? Is that the bottom one?
Well, it can't be the bottom one if he's catching me up, but can it? Then again, he's not. He's not the bottom one. I haven't got a bottom. You know what? In the FPL, I think I'm. You know what? McManus is still top of that one. I think I'm second, but I think I think if that's the case, then I think Lawrence, if he's catching me up, that he must be third, and Lee is fourth or something like that. It's somewhere like that.
Colin, look, you've also won a prize from West Ham Network, so make sure you get in touch with Budgie and get your details over there. I know Rusty was sending out the goods this week.
Well, what is the goods?
Well, I've got a nice mug with irons on all the way.
Even he's managed to get a mug.
Someone's going to put a poll in the chat, right? And who's going to get their mug first? Tony or Anthony? Yeah, so people can vote. Put the name in who think's going to get their mug first, Tony or Anthony, mate. All right.
Here's what you got. Here's this follow-up poll. What's going to come first, Anthony's mug or GTA 6?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's true.
That's more like it.
That's true. But big up, Jez. By the way, you're all right. The same guy, Jez. I'm always having a laugh until you did. Why do not?
Hope you're well, Joanne. Good to see you in here. One voice singing in the darkness. There you go. There's a bit for you. Where's Terence hiding in Arteta's pants? Jesus, yeah. Oh, manic. I thought something was wrong with the speakers for a second. Brilliant. I've just bought my Christmas. What? Yeah, get out of it.
Just got my Christmas lights up in the bedroom. What? Bloody hell.
Bit weird place to put your Christmas lights up. They usually go on the outside of your house.
Yeah. I mean, we've got Halloween first coming up. I mean, obviously on next week's show, but he's coming. He's actually here with me now. Actually, this is Cyril. And yeah. So he's making a prize appearance. Obviously on tonight's show and next week's show as well. So that has got a little light in there as well. Lights up.
I thought you was going to do your rendition of Hamlet.
Oh, the Hamlet, or what's it called? The old. Do you remember the Betamax advert years ago? Was it record?
Rewind and fade away. Rewind and fade away.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's the one. Yeah. So Lawrence is saying, look, you're second and he's seventh. So points are tightening you. Yeah. And in new mug is Bristol Rover supporter. Yeah, you'll probably get that before the actual Arsenal one.
That's probably right.
I'm 6 by 1 point, so Pepsi's doing well as well. Matt's saying Tony's adding bass to his audio stream. My man Simeone is winning. Got my Halloween Joey's going the whole hockey. Look, got my Halloween decorations up too.
You've got your Easter decorations up as well.
Budgie, Cyril will talk more sense than you, Anthony. Brilliant.
Yeah. And the fireworks, Joanne is already she's got them set up in the back garden ready for the 5th November. So it's on the ball, this Joanne. See, we're on the ball.
Sure, yeah, remember them
fireworks in the bottom of in the fireplace to fire out the chimney.
Wow. Yeah, look, Lee's got his spot on there. Look, Scotch blank tapes. Yeah, they're the ones. Just put some timer lights up around the wall. Cheap electric and cozy. Brilliant. James, good evening, mate. Hope you've calmed down since Saturday, because that was wow. I know it's a bit more frustration sometimes, but yeah, that was justified. Big up, mate. Hope you're keeping good though. Sharky saying, what does Fuzzy think about Man United's chances of winning this coming Sunday?
Quite 50-50. See, the chances keep doing this between West Ham and Man United, and it's like one of those games where you have to this little dial, you have to time to perfection to get the highest percentage likelihood chance at getting an accurate hit on something. That's kind of where we are with the both the Lopetegui and Ten Hag are both fingers on the buzzers, ready to press to get the best timing.
But there's good news, Fuzz. Last week, me and you, we had a prediction right together. We both went 2-1 Man United. We both went 2-1 Man United.
Probably got everything else wrong with those.
Yeah. We probably did. I definitely got the bloody Arsenal wrong one.
Yeah, there's a few people that got into double figures, but most of us were twos and whatnot. Yeah, Frankie's right there. Look, you can't beat the old VHS. The old Betamax lived for a short period of time, but there was also the Philips Laserdisc that didn't last either. Big up to Brian CFC. Hope you're keeping well, mate. Good to see you in here. Excuse me. Philips Laserdisc. It was like a 12-inch record. It was like a giant CD basically. It was a 12-inch record that played films.
Oh, right. Okay.
It didn't last long. Didn't last long. Didn't last long at all.
You're fucking posh, I'd say.
Yeah, hot whiskey. Yeah, I know. Actually, I've got some port and brandy. That's also good for the throat as well. Joan doesn't bother with Easter. Fuzzy knows Man United are back. There was a smile on his face. Pepsi saying 6 point a game. West Ham versus Man United. Also, loser gets Southgate game. Brilliant.
I think
Evening, Ross.
just from that there, I wonder if Ten Hag and United would just go, no, fuck this, right? Put 10 past them at the West Ham Stadium, at London Stadium. Put 10 past them. Get Fernandez to sit outside with the camera and do photography.
So you go, yeah, do the Man United version of it.
Yeah.
Dan, good to see you, mate. Big up to the Spurs man. Good to see you, mate. Still, smiling on your face. Half time, both City and Liverpool 1-0 up. Got to do something productive as Arsenal, never productive. 6-0 to Liverpool. I hope they sting our arse. Wow. Matt's saying he'll take a draw for the game on Sunday for sure. Oh, Sharky's asking there. Southgate or Ten Hag? Southgate or Lopetegui? Oof.
Ten Hag. Southgate's the manager you get if you want to get relegated.
Yeah, I think we'll stick for Lopetegui rather than Southgate as well. Must admit, it's at West Ham, Frankie. Saying yes, the London Stadium. Sharky's added to that. Lawrence is saying there. Yeah, Colin's saying, evening, James, E20 Zone TV. I feel the same as about you, mate, about West Ham at this moment. Yeah, not good. Ronnie Corbett or John Kofi from Green Mile, not quite sure. Brilliant, Arsenal.
My name's John Coffey. Just like a Green Mile.
I fancy West Ham Man U play Thursday. Yes, true. Yeah. Yeah, please, God, not Southgate. Absolutely. Oh, wow. I would start Fab on Sunday. Yeah, I need to do something because that was shocking. Me too, Lawrence. Ariel is butterfingers at the moment. Can't see West Ham looking at Southgate, honestly. Not at all. Buddy's saying I'd go 3-5-2 this week with Bowen and Antonio up top. Yeah, we need to have something, a striking combination. Well, the good thing I heard about, I don't know if you heard the same as well, Budge, and for the West Ham people, apparently Füllkrug has gone off to Germany. He's having some injections to help with the calf. We'll see. We'll see what happens from that point. Yeah. Born just with shit. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Well, as we're going to go into the conversations, I mean, obviously, the one thing we'll say first of all, we mentioned it earlier before we came on. What's his name again? The bloke who died? Jesus Christ!
Jeff Keats.
That's the one. Yeah. Good old Jeff Capes, Britain's world's strongest man, and also still the record holder for shot put for the UK, has passed away. So rest in peace to good old Jeff. Yeah. As you said, Anthony, when it ripping up the old yellow pages that he used to do.
Yellow pages, yeah, I can remember him doing that completely in half. I mean, we had a little thing in the background, and Fuzzy rips up a piece of A4 paper, and believe you and me, I'm not fucking about with Fuzzy being too fuzz. Yeah, all that stick I ever give you, I apologise. Okay.
Brilliant. Shark is saying Lopetegui walking the mile we lose this weekend. Cool. Yeah, it's not looking good. The vultures are circling, I think. Colin saying, Tony, man, how many points do you see us picking up in the next 3 games? Realistically, I'd like to say 4, but possibly 3, and that's pushing it. Yeah, rest in peace. Budgie, let's hope he's not got a star like 13, eh? Jesus. Arsenal is asking, what did Anthony make of the performance against Shakhtar? We were given the run around, 2 players out the side, and we look distinctively average, you're saying?
I'll be honest with you, Arsenal, man. I can't believe I sat there and watched the full 90 minutes of boring football. It was absolutely boring. Seriously. I would have rather watched Netflix, and I'm not a super fan. I'd rather watch an episode of fucking Coronation Street or EastEnders for that crap that I watched last night. And I'll be honest with you, I'm going to go on to the pundits first of all.
Yeah, Stephanie.
I've never known. Everybody talks about VAR as shit. Yeah, I do agree with people, and also referees could be shit. Yeah, I do agree with that. But pundits, some pundits to me are absolutely shit. And he pick a man of the match, and he picked Martinelli. Really? If I had my opinion, but I thought our man of the match was our goalkeeper, Raya. Seriously, straight up. You know, I mean, he was phenomenal. He kept us in the game. He did those saves. I'll be honest with you now. We won that goal. I felt sorry for the keeper, for Shakhtar Donetsk. It was pot luck. We actually won that with Martinelli hitting the ball, hit against the post, comes back, we bounce off the keeper, and then goes into the goal net. Right, and then also he saves Trossard's penalty as well. So, and we win the game 1-0. And I got to be honest with you, it's like on the weekend, like on the game on the weekend. I know we're most probably will touch on that. You know, I got my opinions and views on that game as well. But there's something wrong with this squad and how we played it. All I'm going to say is, and I'll finish then. So how we played against Bournemouth, how we played against Shakhtar, you know. Last night in the Champions League, and we got Liverpool this weekend.
And you've lost Calafiori as well.
We've lost Calafiori as well. Yeah, we have lost Calafiori. Ben White's injured. Tommy Yasu's injured. Who else is injured? Saka's injured. Odegaard's injured. You know, we've got it's basically the majority of them is our defenders. So Mikel Arteta is going to have to really pick the right defence against Liverpool. Honestly. Oh,
yes,
and let's not forget, Saliba is suspended in that game. He's out as well because he's got that red card. So, in all fairness, Mikel Arteta's got his work cut out for it this weekend. But I'm glad he has, because all these Arteta people like inners and God knows what else. Let's see what he's going to do. If he can produce the win, then fair play to him this weekend against Liverpool. If not, then I know people's going to look on and Arsenal fans are going to say, oh, yeah, but we've got loads of injuries. Yeah, I get that. But trouble is, though, you've got players at Arsenal Football Club. If they weren't good enough, they would be playing for Arsenal Football Club or any other team, any one of our teams. Like, you know, if Man United or West Ham was in the same position. So all I'm going to say is he's got to play. He's got to pick the right team. He's got to have a balance in there. Definitely got to have a balance in there, because that midfield. And I'll be honest with you. Are you signing that Marino? No. I tell you what. He slows down the play in midfield. He slows it down completely. He's no good. He don't know what to do. You know, he's looking up. He's like this and thinking, what am I going to pass to? Well, I don't care who you're going to pass to. Just pass the fucking ball. It's that simple. Do you know what I mean? So just pass the ball and just run up the pitch and just let play. Let it. Do you know what I mean? Be quite fluent with it. Be quite fluent with your play. But he's got none of that. So I'm thinking, I always butchers his name, or young player. Is it Nanary or something like that? Namweri? Yeah, Namweri. Yeah. So if I got his name right, please, Mikel Arteta.
Is it Manwearing, isn't it? Manwearing.
Manwearing. But please, all I'm going to say is, he should pick him in that midfield alongside Declan Rice and Thomas Partey.
Wow.
Because at the end of the day, he's playing in the Odegaard's position. So we need someone quite fluid within that middle.
Wow. So, yeah. No, looking good. Mine, I know Liverpool's got some injuries as well, so it should make it interesting. Yeah. But I think Liverpool still look a bit stronger than what you guys do anyway. So,
well, we'll find out in the predictions what you and Fuzzy are going to say, and what I'm going to say in the predictions as well.
Evening, Dave. Hope you're keeping well. All right, lads. Smash the likes and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and do the same for Old School Gunner as well as all the other content creators. Hope you're well, Dave. Frankie said I'm Arsenal, but I would have been better off watching Madrid. And Mark was saying Coronation Street. Wow, it must have been that bad.
It was that bad.
Rest in peace. Lee saying he met Jeff Capes, but he can't remember where, 1984-85. And there's Budgie saying there about Jeff Capes and Budgies. He said he didn't know that, to be honest. He was actually one of the top captive breeders in Europe. Wow. Didn't want to think that, would you? Frankie's saying, I deserve men of the match for watching that dross.
Oh, yeah, I think we do all do, Frank. Arsenal fans
Cool.
watching that is absolutely rubbish.
Dave met Edu in 2022, and soon as I met, and soon I will meet Football Dad's Army. Nice. So, man. Pepsi saying Coronation Street far more interesting than Arsenal at the moment. And frankly saying a poor performance from Arsenal. We ain't played well all season. Jeff Capes, nice man, rest in peace. I met him years back, really wonderful chap. Yeah, it just shows you, doesn't it? Yeah, little Sharky. Love a bit of Corey. Liverpool destroyers, and Pepsi saying even the LT lady's injured as well. It is bad.
Twisted ankle whilst trying to spin around to get the milk out of the fridge, dunking the tea bags in the mugs.
No, she was going around the cafeteria. She was trying to pickpocket the Arsenal players. You remember Arteta said he was trying to get the tea when you do that last week, but she slipped on a wet floor.
Did she get clotheslined by Thomas Partey?
Yeah, I think.
Or Gabrielle doing a super kick or a Samoan drop on her through a table.
Wow. Yeah, look, Matt saying the tea ladies on the bench to make up the numbers. And Mama saying, forgot to say hello in here. Big up to the Fuzzy. Big up to Yeti as well. Good to see you, mate. No, they've been saying it for ages. They never learn. Absolutely agree on that one.
Small squads by design.
Yeah.
Wow. First thing you thought of. Will said, you take you on take the situation on point. Yeah, true. And in walks trouble.
She's not on about Yeti, is she? Mama, it's not about Yeti.
Good point from Frankie. I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, what you just said about Marino. Why did you spend 3 months chasing him if he's that bad?
Yeah, well, he was. I'm not being funny. Even though we signed him from where was it? Sociedad, wasn't it? Even just
Sociedad.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? I think it was, yeah. But he was the third choice midfield, not the second, the third. And for a third player in that position, and the money that we spent on him in total, obviously, he cost us 35 million. To start off with, we heard rumours it was going to be from 16 million. Then it went up to 18, then 20, 25. And then the final outcome, he actually signed for us for 35. So it was 10 million pound more than what they were saying. So
who'd you get him from again?
Oh, no, I can't remember who we got him from.
It's already forgotten. Real Sociedad.
Real Sociedad, that's it, yeah.
Well, put it this way, Real Sociedad must have been laughing all the way to the bank when they offloaded him, if that's the case.
Well, there we go, yeah.
Apparently, it took them 3 months to sell him to Arsenal because they were sat there for 3 months thinking, there's no way Arsenal really want him. Seriously? Yeah. They spent 3 months trying to verify all the contacts. To make sure there wasn't the same sort of fraudulent activity that Vinay ended up undergoing with the South Korean sales lady who ended up being a fraud.
Yeah, we just got nothing at our squad at the minute, Fuzz. We got nothing there. I mean, Jesus can't do nothing. He can't score. He hasn't scored for a while.
Well, they're looking to offload him, aren't they?
Yeah, in January. Yeah, but
they've had enough of him.
I think Martinelli's been poor. All right, he's got into the game, like in his last couple of games, he's got a little bit more into it, but he hasn't done anything prolific. I mean, and then we turn around and it proves we are a team like Arsenal Football Club. I know everybody moans about him, obviously, especially this guy up here above me. When Saka goes down, he's rolling and all this and that. But then it proved against Brentford and the game last night, we're actually missing him more so than Odegaard. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it proves that I know everybody likes to have a laugh. Even I laugh and joke, like, with that sort of thing. But it proves Arsenal are missing Saka. It
Well,
really does.
It proves how weak you are still when it comes to strength and depth.
Yeah,
That's the main
it
thing.
does.
Yeah, saying Tom's voice gone celebrating Spurs goals. Yeah, I know. Need to go to Specsavers. Yeah, these glasses obviously not good enough. Big up to Jez as well. Arsenal history and more. Evening, chaps. Evening to yourself, Jez. Arsenal man saying the injury excuse doesn't wash anymore. We were told 8 to 10 and 10 out of 10 window.
Mm.
And obviously they've not appealed the Saliba red card either, haven't they?
That is a waste of time. He ain't going to get that done. What is only for one game anyway, so it's no point. If it was 3 games, then yeah, I would probably say appeal, but it's a bigger difference. But just for 1 game, it's not worth. It's not worth the hassle, is it? Really?
No, it's true. Going back what you said about Nam and Wary, point we relying on a kid. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's true. He's got to play in the middle because that Reno, that guy in the midfield, he ain't doing it. He ain't. I don't think he's at the Arsenal level. I really don't. I don't think he is. He just lost out there, and he's looking like this when he's got the ball. It's like what I said. He's looking like that, thinking, "Who am I going to pass to? I don't care, but just pass the ball."
That's his all in, isn't it? Going back to
you're looking for a midfielder, aren't you, saying?
Well, yeah, we'll come to that. We'll come to that.
Oh well, you can have him off us in January. Go on, we'll sell him to you what we got for him.
That's fair enough. I'll take that. And maybe we'll think
You
about
can take Anthony from our club as well. And then
No, he's leaving. Do you know what? First, he's leaving. January. I've read it in January. Apparently, he could be going to Barcelona. Anthony.
Nah, Barcelona wouldn't be in mind to sign him. They wouldn't do that. They'll probably more likely go to a Barcelona rip-off club in South America. Use the same name and logo and everything.
Yeah. How about Hull City or Wrexham? Do you know something like that? They're not like looking for players. Is that Anthony's standard? League One?
Jesus.
No, he's like one of those funky-looking, washed-up X Factor talents that go in for auditions. They look all of that, and then they open their mouth, and everyone's just stunned into silence.
So basically, it's like Tont's voice and your stream all going to roll into one. Is that right? Silence.
Going back to
like he said there, Wrexham are actually looking for good players.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Why would they shop at Man United?
Yeah. Going back to Colin asking about the points that West Ham are getting the next 3 games, he's saying, I think we'll be lucky to pick up 2 points. And then with me pushing it, Loppy needs to go now. I do not want to wait until Christmas. Wants to try and save our season. And that's a great point, Colin, because, yeah, it's not good at the moment. And we saw that on Saturday, the total collapse within 7 and 13 minutes that we capitulated. And allowed Spurs, their victorious win as they've kind of been celebrating since.
Yeah. You know what, Tim? I called it 2 weeks ago, and funny enough, it was on this show. I think your manager, I don't think he still knows what his first 11 players are. He can't pick it. I don't think he knows.
Yeah. Yeah, look. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, we have the same thing. Order slows the pitch down too much.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand that, Matt. I mean, Jesus and that he works and he ain't scoring goals. That's one thing, but he does put himself about. So I'll give him for work rate. He's got no problems at all. But it's his injuries more than anything else. Is what's costing the player. Yeah, look,
I'm sorry. Is he foot rug? Is he? I've read some. I don't know. It may have been the West Ham network that was doing it earlier today or something like that. Apparently, is he back in the Germany team? And that he's getting. Is he getting?
He's gone back over to Germany to get these injections on his calf to try and speed up the injury process. Because at the moment he's, say it's taking longer than it should do, but hopefully with that it should be all right. I agree with Yeti, and this Saka's got a second job as a rolling pin. groundsmen across the world are rejoicing when he doesn't play. No worries, Budgie. Got to do some editing, but I'm still listening. No worries, mate. Frankie's saying it's piss poor. Even Calafiore, he's had 2 good games in the Euros, but no one have heard of him before. Kivior the same, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Brilliant.
About Kivior because his girlfriend's twerk champion.
Yeah, it's true. Salah's going to destroy Zinchenko.
If you run a real North London United, then you can compare her up with Deji Spurs.
Zinchenko's injured. Zinchenko's injured. It looks like it might be Skelly. Skelly might be playing left back there, or right back there. They might play him, but we've got nothing in our defence now. Got no Cauliflower, Timber, new Ben White. Obviously Saliba's suspended, red card. The list just goes on. Saka, Odegaard is nothing there. Nothing there at our team at the minute. So-called apparently Mikel Arteta reckons this is going to be our season. We're going to win the league. Good luck.
Yeah,
I think you should go and step in their defence, Anthony. I think
it depends. I mean, centre back. I always believe, like George Graham had it right years ago. The tall centre backs. I always thought a centre back you should be at least 6 foot plus. Do you know what I mean? To have good, strong, tall centre backs. But now
you're trying to say you're 5'9".
Well, I am bang on. I am, but honestly, I'm bang on 5'9". Honestly, I got a stalkers on.
I knew them Bristol lot lived in the Hobbit little huts in the hillsides.
The Shire. Live in the Shire.
Yeah.
That's where they live. Interesting one that Asa says here about this. So, Xerxes wants out of United. Any truth in this, Budge?
No.
Yeah, I've read it.
He read it from a book in the fucking book stand of Donna Cullen's crack.
Oh well, I didn't know what
dodgy bookstores.
Oh, it's dodgy, is it? Well, I'll take your word for it, Buzz. But all I'm going to say is it was actually on the Man United stream that actually said it. It was on a show, and it was a big show because they got a hell of a lot of subs. It's not the Man United agenda. I can't remember what it was called now, but they were doing a show on there about, I think it was about 2 days ago or something like that. About Xerxes wanting Man United already.
Interesting. Wow. No worries, Des. Good to see you as well. Hope you're keeping well. And also hello to DJ Crane. And as Yeti's saying here, they win on Friday, Forest. Then they're 1 point under Arsenal.
Do you know what? I keep saying this on streams as well. And I said it, and yet it's seriously said, Forest, yeah, they ain't going to be no pushover this season. They're going to be up there. I actually got them down to finish mid. Well, I said mid-table 10th, and I think, to be honest with you, I think he will take 10th. But the way they're playing at the minute, if they can take that throughout the season, basically, I think they could top 8 maybe. Yeah.
So where is Donna? You two broken up, Fuzzy? Sorry to hear that.
Gladly. Worth me needs sliding across concrete for that.
Is it? Well, we got the Halloween thing going on here. I hear she got these, Fuzzy. She pulls down her phone. She got one of these. A cobweb.
Brilliant.
I knew it was going to be a prop sooner or later on the show.
Frank is saying West Ham have a decent squad. What's the problem? Is it the manager or playing a different way? As Anthony said, it's the manager in certain respects. He's playing a bit like David Moyes, but more Moyesy than David Moyes, if that's achievable. He's too defensive compared to Moyes, which is quite hard to kind of see really when Moyes was quite defensive. So it is worrying in that respects. Colin saying, Tony, I will guarantee now that we'll be bringing in a younger striker in January. We need to do something, Colin, because we know the pair of them ain't getting any younger, that's for sure. So hopefully that could be the case.
Good old Antonio.
Yeah. No Timber yet again, seriously. Yeah.
Yeah.
More Twitter crap, yeah.
Yeah.
As long as, he's saying, want to be journos, post all types of things and donuts, believe it all. True. Anthony Herbert.
I'll tell you what it probably is they probably get their news from I think it's called News Now. Select a club or type your club in with News Now, and it literally is a collage of all of the different news reports that go on about your literally every publication that's ever spoken about your club gets listed there, and they add like a new story every like 5 minutes from a different source. It's like, oh, this is what this source is saying. This is what that source is saying. It's like 99.999% of it's all BS. But anything to make their money when it comes to journalism.
That's true. Yeah. Apparently, James is saying Anthony Heard win the Doggers got worms spreading through the Arsenal camp.
Yeah, he caught him from Arteta.
What have they been doing with Arteta to get away?
Yeah, he's saying about he ain't getting silly with it still, though. Top 10, top 12, top 10, I'll take that for now. Jaron's getting the Arsenal shirt ready for the bonfire. And Frankie's saying Forest have conceded the same amount of goals as Arsenal, and Spurs have conceded one more. You've been weird coming with Donna again, Anthony.
Yeah. Fuzzy thought me.
Yeah, Mark was saying Fuzzy still cut up about Donna, but don't worry, Ten Hag will keep him company.
Well, actually, I think Fuzzy would prefer that company, wouldn't you, Ten Hag? You know, you could sit down and have a chat with him.
I would. Yeah. A lot less awkward conversations over a dinner table.
DJ Crane saying that, you know, that makes Fuzzy the new Spider-Man. Big up Dermot. Big up Dermot. I'm trying to get it out first. I can't even say it. Big up Dermot. I'll be keeping well. Big up the lads he's saying there. And watching Man United will heal up Fuzzy.
It'll injure me more. My cut on the wrist gets longer every time I watch a game.
Yeah, look, yeah, he's saying Fuzzy's Gareth Southgate duvet still comforts him. That's nice.
It's the only thing he's good for, Yeti. It's the only thing he's good for.
Win the Dog is more likely to have him puppies than Fortet winning trophies.
More puppies than trophies.
Oh, yes. That's well done, Pepsi. This is brilliant. Yeah. Pepsi is the Forest owner Alama. Apparently enjoys spitting at officials. He's now been banned.
I never knew Jamie Carragher was Alama.
Oh, no.
No, of course.
No, obviously,
he likes people.
You see that about Jamie Carragher, but here's a question: Do you two feel Jamie Carragher is lucky to get his job back after that incident? What he did?
Well, of course, but that happens with all of them, doesn't it? You know, you got to think. You see certain so-called celebrities do things, and I mean, I've got to mention two of them that, you know, do a show on a Saturday night kind of thing and manage to, you know, lucky enough not kill anyone, but was pissed as a fart, crashed his car, and yet still managed to be in TV. And it's like suddenly like all is forgiven.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, Rafinha's got a hat.
I've not seen him as up to
Munich.
Yeah, but yeah, the Forest chairman, obviously, has been banned from attending certain things because obviously he's spitting at officials.
God, what are you doing now?
Oh, it was. I heard something today, but I didn't catch all of it. But I heard about this bit of situation. Southgate Davis saves weapon on the curtains, I guess.
It's true. Millionaires. They're not swallowers, are they? The millionaires.
Well, apparently it's because of his cigars. Yeah, that's true. Ace is saying 4-1 Barcelona now. And Dave's going, Kane playing like me mam after not on the tops. Brilliant.
Even with a goal, he's doing that.
Yeah. There's Ace is saying Carragher should have 100% been sacked by Sky after spitting at someone.
Yeah.
It was a young girl as well, in it, as he's driving past on the motorway. Evening,
It was,
Richard.
yeah.
Hope you're well,
Yeah,
Rich. Even gents, hope you're all good. Yeah, all good, mate. City 2-0 up now. And Arsenal mate saying Neuer shouldn't have saved that bad goalie keeping. Yeah, I think the time is probably it's coming in it. Yeah, funny you saying that. Who is it now? I think it was Gabby Bonglo, or you were saying like, you can say this at the other to me on the pitch, no problems at all. But if you're going to spit at me, he goes, I'm taking a rid. I'm headbutting you. He made that plain simple. He'll headbutt people. Got a jogging in the garden. We're calling it Terrence. It's a bit prickly. Brilliant. Yeah, he's saying I would like to see him enforce it though. He owns the ground. It's like banning you from your house. Yeah, this is the problem, isn't it? But yeah, that would be interesting to see what they're actually going to do on that.
Yeah.
Michael Chill saying Rafinha has come alive for club and country this season. Another 3 goals for Barcelona tonight. I'm gutted. He could have been at Chelsea. Another one that slipped through the 600 you already signed. Usual suspect saying tomorrow night Jared Bowen and Max Kilman will be on the one show doing a thing about Remembrance Sunday. Brilliant. Got to watch that myself. El Clasico on Saturday night. Machine carried his spitter, Gerald has his slipper, and Suarez his sucker. Baseball donuts, dugouts are covered in spit. That's what they're all doing. Yeah, that's true.
Sucker. I thought he's a biter.
He's getting a bit on there. He's lost those teeth. Spitting his file. I don't condone it all, no matter who does it. Absolutely. Yeah. It's the lowest form of doing things, isn't it, really? Fuzzy, I don't know if you heard this, though. A new name that's been thrown into the ring for the manager's job at Man United.
Gertrude.
We've heard the team mentioned quite a few times tonight, and that's the ex-Barca boss, Xavi.
Oh, Xavi. I mean, I somewhat like some of the things he's done at Barcelona. Again, first real proper job of management. I know he had his spell out in Saudi Arabia before sort of taking over at Barca. I do like what he has to offer, and doing it in the Liga as well. Won a Liga title there, competed for the second one as well. Of course, fell to the mighty Man United in Europa League across 2 legs. I mean, not everybody can beat famous Man United, but in terms of what he had done with Barcelona squads, with the amount of young players that he ended up bringing through that are established now, not properly making full advantage of the La Masia and the sort of squad they've got now, it's not a squad absolutely filled to the brim with world-class talents, but there's a very healthy balance between players with experience and players that have come through the academy. Now, if that's what he's capable of doing, he could opt to do the same thing at Manchester United, which would be a big hit, especially for the Ineos guys, where all they have to do is sign a couple of these, better top quality experienced players, and then really work on that academy being something special, and you'll have a really powerful team that's not just doing great things today and tomorrow, but it's going to be doing great things 5-10 years down the line as well. It's building a team for sustained success, and I think with a manager who is quite able-bodied with doing that, and has a philosophy on knowing how to get the best out of that sort of a system, will probably do quite well by Man United. It's just whether there's any real truths to that. I know he's out of the job at the moment.
Yeah.
So I mean,
there's every opportunity, isn't there? I'm going to bring in. I'm just going to catch up with some of the comments. There's another manager that's going to affect, that's mentioned for not just United but also West Ham United as well. Big up, Si, all Fang Division. Hope you're keeping well, mate. I know you're on the fighting fit now. You're all doing good. He's saying someone spat in my face once at school. It was the last time he could use his jaw properly. Letizia had an opinion like we all do, yeah, but apparently they want younger faces in the sky at the time. Buying, getting slapped, he's saying, and City are now 3-0 up.
That before,
yeah, all good, Si, all good, mate. Good to see you around, mate.
It's Haaland scored because he's on a bit of a goal drought, minute Haaland, isn't he? I mean, if you notice, he's not being fed properly. In the last few games, he hasn't scored in. It's like what I was saying. I always said Haaland's a goal scoring machine. But if you're a machine needs to be fed fuel. So, in other words, if he's not being fed properly, he's getting lack of goals at the minute, Haaland. Don't get me wrong, good player.
He's got 2 tonight.
Got 2 tonight, yeah.
Just
the funny thing about you saying that, Anthony, if you look at the corners that City had, that Grealish were taking, they failed to have any purpose on them whatsoever. Foden comes on as a sub, the first corner he gets, and also they win it 2-1. So it just shows you, if you get it right in the first place.
Yeah.
There's a lot of players that absolutely suck at corners. Like the amount of times it's like all of this bravado of set piece specialist, they're really accurate with hitting the ball on goal. It's the same bloody ordeal with putting the ball into a certain area in the box. It's the same idea. Plus, you got moving targets to hit. So put it in an area, and people will move to it. But then they just fail to beat the first man. It's like that's harder to do.
I mean,
respect to Lord. Big up to the fuzz.
Yeah, I mean, being
damn
on that
straight
is terrible. I mean, he was only on this show this time last week, so he spat, wasn't it? So
that's true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Michael Chelsea, Mudryk at the Emirates last night. I heard might be something in it. Evening trip. Hope you keep. Frankie, I played at Hackney Marshes years ago, and a fella spat at me. I nutted him and got sent off. Legend. Oh yeah, this was. How many times have you see him doing that? Yeah, Pepsi's right there. Look. He had a diploma in spitting. El Hadj Diouf. How many times?
Is that the one that used to play up front for Bolton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big up everyone in the chat and the panel. Big up to yourself, Trip. And I'm going to agree with Colin on this one as well. And I think I said this before. Bowen is not cut out to be captain, not vocal on the field. Also, with the Kudos incident, he should have intervened and pulled him away and talked with him. Can't imagine what one of my heroes, Bonzo, would have done. Yeah, well, full well, it would have been nipped in the bud there and then. But I think of me personally, it is seriously affecting Bowen's game. He's not making the runs like he was. So, if anything else, you give it, give it to one of the defenders. Kilman, if anything, give it to Kilman. He's been kind of virtually faultless so far since he's come to the club. So why not? Let Bowen do what he does. Don't kind of, give him. Don't get me wrong. It's an honour to become captain of your club, but if it's affecting your performance and the manager's not realising this, he's got to change it quickly. Otherwise, you're going to get the same thing like we saw with Kudos on Saturday. Frustration crept in and a little bit of moments of madness. So we've still got to wait to see if that's going to be a 6-match ban rather than a 3-match ban. I had 1 in 5 school and 2. Nobody fought me again. I'm going to have a field day against Ramsdale on Saturday. Oh, yeah, shit. He's one of those players people will panic, but he don't. Yeah, he's calm. Haaland hat-trick on the way. Lama's invented spitting. True, usual, yeah. Nafali was there to watch his old club. He made his bed by joining you lot. Brilliant. Yeah, the other kind of manager that's also, because obviously with West Ham, with Lopetegui, you've heard, could it be Potter? There's Thomas Frank. But another name that's been thrown in for both United and West Ham United is Terzic, the old coach with Slaven Bilic, who then went on to, was it Dortmund, I think it was. He's been touted as being possibly one of our managers.
Oh, right. Yeah. I mean, there is. I know there are some fans, like, because I've been watching it on a Leicester channel, and some of the Leicester fans now are calling out Cooper, calling for Cooper to be gone.
Already.
And yeah, already. And I'm like, well, hang on, Cooper's, he's been there like this season. Give the guy a chance. I mean, you got to give a guy. But obviously, as we know, what makes it more interesting is Leicester City got Nottingham Forest this weekend. So you know what's going to happen there. If Leicester beats Forest, they turn around and go, oh well, that's a Cooper masterclass. And then if Forest beats Leicester, it'd be like, oh, Cooper didn't want to do nothing because it was against his old team. So it's going to be like a 50-50 scenario there on this weekend in that game. To be honest with
you. Yeah, he's saying that Cooper is their manager, isn't he? Sacks him every week.
You've been sacked?
Yeah, been sacked.
I'll do that then.
You need to upgrade to an iPhone or a Samsung. Those are Alcatel phones, Anthony.
You got
No, I also got the Nokia. In my spare time, on my lunch break or anything like that, I'm playing Snakes.
Snakes, yes.
Wait, you need to unsubscribe from Sky Sports, man. Their headlines are still coming out from 2014.
Wow. Brazilian Northside London destroyed Bayern. No, Thomas Frank for West Ham, Michael, not for United. Just fallen from the grace. Wow. Yeah, it's true though. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, Coops has got Leicester playing pretty well. It's going to be a real tough game. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, that'll be a good game. Anthony, what? Anthony plays with his snake at lunchtime. Yes.
Snakes and ladders. What a weird fetish to have.
I
Playing around with your snake or standing on a ladder.
But it's snakes and ladders.
The things you get up to on a building site, I tell you.
He's playing 4 minutes on his screen. Nokia then never did that. He was just snakes, really. Was it button 2 for up and then button 7 for right?
Yeah, you had
and
to
then
do, was
9
it
for
2, 5, was it 7, and was it 9 or something like that kind of thing?
9, yeah, and 4, wasn't it, or something like that? It was like
something, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lawrence, Tony, can you give a shout out to the West Ham unofficial channel? Yeah, of course, mate. I'll add it on the end of the description when I finish the show. I've been doing a few pre-match reviews and a short clip after match reaction. Lawrence, I have to try and get you on at some time so we can, have a good old catch up and we can look at some of those clips that you've done as well. Look forward to that.
Has anybody got Lawrence? Can we get his sort of like link? I'm not too sure if I'm actually following him on YouTube.
So he does this to say West Ham unofficial.
Yeah.
So if I can try and find that, I'll get the link up on that anyway.
Oh, okay.
Bear with me. Let me see if I can find it.
I can always watch the show back, press the link, and then it comes up. I can just quote him then.
Yeah. There you go. There's the link for it. Yeah, they're talking about Madrid now. Tony May also know the Parkville manager has been linked to take over a great club. That'd be a good shout as well. That would be a good shout.
So none of you want Potter there.
Lad of Sydney's tight that Potter. Yeah. Cooper's a good lad. You can't deny it. Yeah, of course he is. No, I ain't snake is a slow worm. That's what his missus told me.
God.
Forest seem to have set down now compared to having 90 players. Yeah, it's true. Thanks. There you go. You're welcome, Lawrence. It's the same as Arsenal. We passed the armband man like as a box of Quality Street. Jesus, last night. No way even Odegaard should not be our captain. Yeah, Odegaard should be captain either. I've said that ages ago.
Yeah.
He's another one that can't do it because I never forget that game that you played and you got Zinchenko rallying the players and Odegaard's walking off in the distance. What's that all about?
Yeah, I've got a clue, Odegaard. But he was playing Ghostbusters on the pitch, isn't he? You know, he goes off. He's like, you know, I think, to be honest with you, I think when the Arsenal players, when they go out onto the pitch, and obviously they got the music playing over the tannoy in the stadium, I think they should play Ghostbusters. Really, I do, because he's never let on the fucking pitch. He's like a good. He just goes off. You're thinking, hang on, is Odegaard playing? Because I haven't heard his name mentioned. We're like 25, 30 minutes into the fucking game. Is he? Oh, there he is. Yeah, you know, he's actually got the ball. You know, oh, what's he going to do with it? So, you know, there's times where it's like, reminds you of like Ozil, like, you know, he just, you know, when he played, he had like one in every five, like one out of his 5 games would be good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Good day, Kieran. Hope you're keeping well, mate. The chaps, good day, chaps. The birds are chirping. Hope you're well, mate. You'll be on shortly, won't you? You know, you'll be on shortly with Budgie.
Yeah.
Hope you're well, mate.
I like Kieran. He's a good guy, Kieran.
He is. Yeah, he is good. Trip saying Rice is the only captain in that team, but Rice is mediocre as a player. Is that for Arsenal or, you know, because it's a little bit different for us. So I'd be interested if it's, since he's gone to Arsenal, has he become a mediocre player?
He could be captain. I've always said that. And before, I always said Kieran Tierney, but obviously, you know what's happened there. So.
Well, yeah. Well, there's talks of him going back to Celtic, isn't there? Or Scotland, one or two.
Yeah. I haven't read that, to be honest with you, Tony. But if there is, then, you know, there is. It may probably be a loan, or if not, you most probably sell him for something like, probably something stupid like 8 or 10 million. There, like, it'd be a stupid guy. Honestly, it'd be like, no, we're all night for 10, but you've offered 8.5. No, you got to go 10.
Yeah, Trip starting saying now the old Rice thing. So, looking at the scoreline, you know, we've asked, you know, it seems that yesterday's game, it kind of just kind of put the cover over the dust that was your loss on Saturday, Anthony. So, does this affect Arsenal's chances of winning the league now? Considering the other teams in the top 6 are doing well, does this mean that you guys could possibly finish 3rd, if not 4th?
I think, yeah, it could be. It's looking that way, but I'll be honest with you, it's like I've called it. You know, if Man City are carrying on playing the way how they're doing, you know, but they're winning games. It's like what I said in the league. Haaland hasn't been scoring. I know we got 2 tonight, but you know the goals are coming around from other areas of the pitch. So if that's the case, you know, I can see obviously Man City winning the league. You've got to put Liverpool up there. You know, obviously I feel at the minute. If they beat, I'm going to call it now. If they beat us now this weekend, and I know it's way too early in the season yet to predict, but listen, I reckon if they beat us, Liverpool finish 2nd. It's like I called it. Man City lost 4 games last season in the Premier League 4. If we lose to Liverpool, we've lost half of those games what Man City's lost last season. It'd be done. It'd be done. But I reckon it'd be over. I think Arsenal's titles ambitions. I don't think we're going to win the league. I called it. It'd be done by January through February. After Christmas, it'd be done by then. for us not winning it, not going on to win the league.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, do you remember we kind of at the beginning when the season started, when we looked at the players we got in for the transfer window, we was all kind of saying, where do you think our clubs will finish respectively?
yeah.
So at the time, I was looking at West Ham possibly finishing 7th to 8th.
Yeah.
At this current form at the moment, I'll be lucky if we're looking at 11th or 12th.
Oh, is this going back to when you were signing players and I had the piss ripped out of me? Is that the
I have
yeah?
no idea what you're on about. No idea.
Yeah.
It must have been this fella. It must have been from this
We
fella.
signed, yeah, but we signed 47. We signed 47 players this season. What have you signed? You've only got one, haven't you? And that was Rhea, your goalkeeper. You signed. You had him on late last season. You had to sign all these players, yeah, to do rubbish. But in all fairness, I'm not taking the piss out of West Ham, but I really do mean this. Signing all those players, I think it's 10 in it. You signed 9 and loaned in 1. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'll always say it. Lopetegui, you don't know his first 11. You'll bring it. If he's gone and a new manager steps in, I guarantee you, out of those 11 players, he would at least next manager, he would know at least where to play 9 of those out of those 11.
You'll see some kind of stability, won't you? At least.
That's right. Yeah, and the balance is more important in the team. At the minute, you haven't got that. Is the balance?
No, it's true. Trooper saying up the Rovers. There's hello, Filoni. Let's just see like Lingard looks like a good player once in a while too. Yeah, it's true. Don't mention Lingard. I wish you had got him, not us. I know we got him at the best time, and he decided to want to try and fight out at United, the idiot. But look where he is now. Arsenal players are made of glass, but they've been like that for years anyway. That's very true. Good comment from James.
Some of them. They are.
Well, the amount of injuries you got in it. I mean, James is saying here, the next 3 games will decide Arsenal's season. Liverpool, Newcastle, Chelsea.
Yeah, it will. It will, honestly. And the way we're playing at the minute, and I am going to put it out there, I think we'll lose all 3.
Wow. And yeah, Colin, I must admit, I know I said it at the beginning when Arne Slot was appointed. Wasn't too sure about this manager and if he'll get his team to sing. But at the moment, but he says, I feel you won for gentlemen that Liverpool are the team to watch out for. True. I mean, he's just doing his thing and it seems to be working. He did, Michael. Liverpool on a very good run. Can't deny that. They are indeed. Yeah, it's all working well for them at the moment. Brilliant.
True that. See, well, I mean, they did say that this season, everything will be done and dusted a lot sooner than end of season. And what I suspected to happen to Arsenal is happening before our very eyes. It's hit the peaks, but for some reason, Arsenal fans thought it was career mode in FIFA. Once you get to that level, there's no decline, guys. You only go one direction.
Yeah. And it's 37.5 million that we'll have to pay out. Mikel Arteta, with his new contract of 12.5 million, times that by 3 is 37.5 mil. So, there you go. And he won't do that. I don't think Arsenal will do that. They'll just keep him in. They'll most probably get rid of him during his last season, in that 3rd year of his contract. And if but in all fairness, if he hasn't won anything by then and he's still in the job, I don't know what's going on.
I just like DJ Crane here because if you look at it, that's some of the actual word he's put in here. Respect and big up to Wycliffe Jean because Gone in November is one of his songs. So, hoping God in November. January, February, March, April, May. Sack Architect today. Well done, DJ Crane. It's also embarrassing North London. Oh, Jesus. Don't go on that one, Frankie.
Oh, Jesus. What is that? My son sings that and I tells him to shut up. And I said to
Oh,
his wife, I said, if you go on
forever.
doing it, you ain't getting a Christmas present.
a
That
team
simple.
that was founded in southeast London, basically in Woolwich, and you're saying North London forever. Know your roots. Know your
Yeah.
roots.
No, I'm not. I don't. Where did this song come from?
It's some songwriter apparently drummed it up, kind of thing, and they've all gone with it.
Oh, God. Bloody
Is that a
hell.
song about what was it? Hookers and drugs and hookers or something?
Apparently, so, yeah.
And a football club adopted it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Odd. It's really odd.
Yeah, Lingard was a shit waste of money for Forest and Pepsi and the foundations. Big up, Terry. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he was just there for the dollar. He turned us down to sign for you. Who else would have been the best player in the South Korean league right now? It wouldn't be the best player. Wow.
I think it was Japanese league actually. No, Lingard plays in Japanese league. I'm pretty sure.
Blimey. No, did he go for free? Yeah, he might have done.
Yeah, I think he went to Forest and then went. Well, actually, what was it? I can't remember what order it was. Whether he went to Forest first, went to West Ham. I think he was at Man United, went on loan to West Ham
Yeah,
for half
Yeah.
a season, and then was sold to Forest instead of going back to West Ham.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he turned us down to go to Forest because they were paying more in wages. Slot is a Dutch Klopp. Yeah, that's true.
Well, he made the right move to get what to go to Forest. Not just going on this season. You know what I mean? But obviously, he can't perform anything. I think he's at the standard now, Jesse Lingard, of where he could be in the Championship.
Slot's got Liverpool purring. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I'd have 11 Tierney's. I'll tell you, he isn't going anywhere. He's just signed a massive 3-year contract. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Because I noticed that as well, Pepsi. Yeah. One Direction joke. Fuzzy bad man.
But you see, there can't be a One Direction joke because I only did that. I didn't send it the other way.
Yeah, but you did go like that.
Yeah, too soon. Too fucking soon.
Jeez, yeah. Frank is saying Arsenal are never going to win the league, and they won't with two ex-mediocre midfielders running their club. Oh, that's very true. Pepsi a moment of silence for the deceased One Direction member. Bloody hell, Aces 5-0 City now.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Nunes penalty.
Pepsi is actually on fire tonight, I tell you that now. Tony once knew his roots many years ago. Yes.
Yeah.
I did indeed. I did indeed.
He's joining tonight too. You've got baby oil on.
Huh?
He's got shining tonight. Have you got any oil on it, like baby oil or something?
No, I found some Mr. Sheen because run out of the stuff I normally use.
Oh, Mr. Sheen, is it?
Yeah.
I have to be
So he comes on the show, innit?
I have to be careful every Saturday morning when you go to do a fry up, and when you go to pick out some of the eggs, you've got to be careful because one of them you might get oi, Fuzzy, get out of my head when I'm picking out some of the eggs. His head's just amongst the other eggs.
And his face is a picture. Yeah, Forest move was deadly for Jesse. Sharky saying, went to Forest for one season, Lingard. Yeah, what a waste.
He dunked on Spurs, I think, in the League Cup, and that was it. that was as far as career.
Yeah, absolutely. Trip too soon. More bothered about his TikTok. Yeah, he was. Yeah, all that business. Big up Eros. That Diddy oil. Oof. Hope you will, mate. We love kudos at Highbury. Sorry, the shitty soulless stadium where we have a load of fellas dressed in black. The ultras embarrassing. And that sums it up, Frankie. That's a great analogy, I must admit. Full Teta only has one job to do: top 4 qualifying every season, and they're very happy with it. Yeah, so big up. Good evening, Richard Cox. Hope you will. Good evening, everyone. Hope you're keeping well, mate. Good to see you in here. Ross, yeah. Pepsi's on that. That's what happens when you drink Coke. Brilliant. Ace is saying Tony should use bowling ball wax for that shiner. Well, I do have some kind of cream that I do use. It's virtually gone, but you know.
Is it real?
Real. Real. You know. League I was especially in the Premier was with West Ham. Yeah, I was going to use motor oil, but you know, don't want to make me head look black. Which my man. Gentlemen, I'm hearing that even certain players at our club are not happy with Loppy's tactics, etc. Also, Slot, very good manager. I've watched a lot of content at football for years. Yeah, he seems to be, and I can understand that comment about Lopetegui and that if he's upsetting people and that, then things have got to change. Because you know, if he starts losing the dressing room, then we've got no fucking chance.
Yeah, true.
He was just a savage. West Ham will be fine. There's worse teams. Yeah, I think once we find our feet, we should be okay. The manager's saying, I asked Tony the other day how much he loves West Ham. He said, it's his first, it's his last, it's his everything. Badadum. Yeah, very. That's good. Oh, bloody hell. Tony using Arteta's Brill cream. Good job I didn't get on the eyebrows then, or fucking they wouldn't even move. If that's cream to grow your hair, you need a refund, Ton.
Oh, God.
I wish I could laugh, but it's killing me. Tony Richard runs the West Ham unofficial with his son Jake. Ah, brilliant. Appreciate him coming on as well. Big up to yourself. Oh, I've seen Jake. Yeah, Jake does a great show. Absolutely does a smashing show.
You just mentioned the eyebrows there. Jesus.
I can recommend some herbal oils for Don Tony. Some herbal oils.
Something. Tony was Jamaican.
Yeah, man. Preparation H. Amherst cream. Totally agree. Get rid of him now. Yeah. A says if United win comfortably on Sunday, Lopetegui P45. Finish up. Matty, good to see you. Evening, chaps. Evening, chat. We all well. If you're watching this and like the video or subscribe, then please do. These guys deserve many likes and subs. Matt, up the cherries in all departments. Thanks, Matt. Hope you're keeping well, mate.
Good, Matt. See how he's
always Rush. You know it's love. It's always love. You know that. It's all good. I'll tell you using super glue secretly.
The way things are going for Atletico, maybe we can get rid of Arteta and get Diego Simeone in.
Ooh, be interesting.
Losing 3-1 to Lille at home.
Wow. Appreciate it, Rich. Thanks very much, mate. Appreciate that. Thank you. I've already subscribed to the channel. You're one of them as well. So, but no, I appreciate that. Now, as my throat's killing me and that, what I'm going to ask the people in the chat and for you too as well, if you do in the community page, can you put your predictions in that place? Because I'm not going to get carried on for long because this is killing me at the back of my throat at the moment. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good. For the greater good. I can do it now with that voice.
Oh, you can't keep it up.
Yeah, I have that problem. You know, there wasn't pills I was taking. They were the blue pills, apparently.
He's gonna get TikTok brain. Oh no!
Simeone probably uses the same hair cream as Arteta. Give us the current rankings. I would do, but I made a mistake, and I've got to kind of restore the listings. But there has been some movements. Let's see what on the thing there. Yeah, so I can tell you the top 4 at the moment. At the top still and gaining momentum is Joe Herbert with 92. Me and Richard on 76 and Anthony is on 65. And then you've then got James on 58, and there's a few others creeping up the table. So yeah, I've got to try to restore that what happened on there. I think yes, I know, and I'll make you right on that, Lawrence. You're fired. Yep. And I bet you're doing that as you're saying it as well, Lawrence.
Mm.
Take your time with it. Yeah.
Take your time with it. It's like this song that Arsenal fans sing when they are after
we're
a
on 69.
Take your time with it. Take your time with it. Another 20 years at it.
Yeah. Oh, Matt. I mean, like, this is the other one. Yeah. Great. I'm waiting for the album fuzz. We'll get that. We'll get that for sure. But I've seen in the press that the Hammers have 5 managers lined up to replace him if he loses the next 2 games. And yes, surprisingly, Moyes is one of those.
Bloody hell. Well, he is actually a better manager at the minute, isn't he, Moyes? If you think of it, you've won European trophy under him. So it does make you think. It makes you feel that way that you might go back to Moyes.
Well, it'll be interesting.
I think West Ham should sign Wayne Rooney as their manager.
Well, not after seeing this result here.
All 1 Plymouth 0. Another defeat for Wayne Rooney. Yeah, he most probably will. I don't think Wayne Rooney's actually cut out to be a manager. I seriously don't.
I think it's one of those where living off the name, living off the name.
Living off the name, yeah.
It's not
Cheers,
that somebody go and loses 5-0 to Cardiff.
Yeah. I just think he's better he's just better off just his old granny.
Yeah, Lawrence, please put it if you could put it in the comments for me, Lawrence, I would
granny
appreciate
shagger.
that.
You're just a fat granny shagger. Fat granny shagger.
Let's just say goodbye to Frankie. Fellas, I've got to go. Great show. Good luck to you all and be lucky. Same for you as well, Frankie. Thanks for coming in again. Cheers, mate. Be safe and obviously road to recovery for you as well, mate. We know that.
Yeah, thanks.
Oops.
Trip saying Moyes is way better than Loppy Dick. Yeah.
Floppy Loppy.
I'll send mine in the post. Matt saying
you'll send your what in the post?
Send a what in the post?
Send what in the post?
I said a flop in the post.
Pepsi's going to send his Loppy Dick in the post.
He's too late. He's got Lemsip all over his keyboard now.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's gone.
And I'm back. No, you've got your wires crossed there, So you got Trip and then Pepsi saying comments, not the fact of he's got a Loppy Dick. He's going to be sending his predictions in the post. First class
dick in the mail.
Yeah, he's not a manager at the. Oh, well, we might play some decent football then. We bring back Zola. Yeah, look, Rooney and Moyes are not authorised in our stadium. On the post. That's good. They're saying about him. Here's the managers. Potter, Southgate, Carrick are 3 names that are mentioned.
I'll be honest with you now. I think out of them, I would take Potter. I know Carrick is, he's been doing well for Middlesbrough, hasn't he? But obviously they're championship material. But would Carrick do really well at West Ham? I know you've got to give someone the opportunity to, but the way things are going at the minute, I think that your team's made for Graham Potter. I'm sorry, I think it is. I think you can get something out of this team, honestly.
I don't know if they kind of got the balls to go for someone like him because obviously they've already, if it's not going to go well with Lopetegui, then it's the case of they're already getting flack for it. So you imagine if they appointed Potter, some people, like you said, will probably think, it's not a bad shout. He could do something for us. But you're going to have the contingency saying, whoa. We're just going to have the frying pan into the fire by getting in Potter. Because they're looking at what he did at Chelsea. But as you said, at Brighton, he wasn't bad at all.
He wouldn't, I just go on his Brighton days at Chelsea. That was way too big for him. And I called it when he was the manager at Chelsea. I said he'd be there for about most probably not even a season, and I was right.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, we're lucky that when you look at Southgate, we know he ain't going to be coming to us. That's one good thing. And Carrick, ex West Ham boy, has he got the experience though? That's the problem, for a Prem team.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think he has. But you never know. I mean, Carrick could be more like I don't know. Let's see if Ipswich was down in the dumps. That he'd be the sort of manager to come in and take over. I can't really see a Potter taking over a team like Southampton, or an Ipswich or something like that. But West Ham, to me, it just makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I get that. I later West Ham. Matt saying Carrick if I were a hammer, but I'm not. I'm happy with the Viola. Yeah, absolutely. Good manager. And another one no one really knew much about, but he's got Bournemouth playing some decent football.
Mm-hmm.
As you know full well, Anthony.
Yeah. Rooney to United.
So no, the jellyfish Potter, Tony, he ain't good enough, man. Coming to Chelsea was the wrong thing in the first place for him. He should never have done it. That was the biggest mistake he made. The Terrifier to United, or Art the Clown. Big up, Danny. Wow, I ain't seen you for a while, mate. I hope you're keeping well. Well, you're not, are you? Just read there. Yeah, West Ham not feeling well at the moment. No, West Ham are not feeling well at all. Not very good. Not really good at all. Oh,
bloody horror film, isn't it? The Terrifier. Art the Clown. They've made 3. I think that I've seen 2. Well, I watched one, and she had it on the telly. I was then in bed watching the film. She put one of them on, and it was one of those. After the film finished, it was like, what the fucking hell was that I just watched? It was one of those weird things. Quite violent as well and gruesome, but But they've made I think they've made a 3rd one now or something.
This is the problem when they drag the arse out of these films. Don't need to do it. Trip saying company might be available for work this summer too. Yeah, that's true. The way things are going. Again, that was another wrong move. That was surprising that he got appointed. Colin saying Thomas Frank better than Potter. Anthony, mate. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, Anthony and Fuzzy know. I always said it from day one. I'd have Thomas Frank at West Ham.
Frank is, yeah. But I'm just saying, if you weren't going to leave Brentford, I think Potter might be another option. Another route you can go down and see how that turns out.
So Matt said, I see Thomas Frank linked to United again. Not sure if he's the man for the job. But Matt, you didn't say which United, did you? West Ham or Man U? Mind games, Matt. We understand that. Mind games. Sharky, please. Rafa Benitez is available. Sullivan wanted him years ago at West Ham. Yeah, and I modelled myself on him, Sharky. I'm available, Sharky. Just, Sullivan, give me a call. I'm ready. I'm ready to take over. They won't know this the difference, will they, Sharky? Apart from the voice, obviously. Mr. Joshy J, big up to the panel in the chat. Big up to yourself, Mr. Joshy J. And it was his birthday on the weekend as well. So belated birthday to Mr. Joshy J. James, do you rate Lampard as a manager? At Derby, he did well. I think the problem is when you look at the Chelsea, and this I understand you saying no, but you got to look at it like this. I think the biggest problem with Lampard managing Chelsea, we've seen it with more than one manager at Chelsea, that the players have too much say, and they got rid of some decent managers. Mourinho, Conte, Sarri. So when you look at these managers, and even Tuchel, to be fair, and I know some of that was to do with Bowley, but Lampard, it's no use. He might have done well for the club, but just like Rooney, doesn't mean he's going to be a good manager for the club.
Yeah. He even backed you once upon a time, didn't they?
Thing is, with how it ended with him going to Chelsea, there's no way West Ham fans would have him as manager. No way. They burn the place down to the ground. Even though we don't own it, they're still burning it down to the ground. So it's not worth even considering Frank Lampard. But Frank's he's a worker. He's a grinder, because I know when I was there, and he was a young 15-year-old kid. He worked his socks off, and he's done well to get where he is. But going to taking on Chelsea, and I think that was his own fault to take on the job as well, because you make your name there, but being a manager, I don't think it's not the same. Evening, Timmy. Hanging there, West Ham United. Yeah, we should be good. Yes, Pepsi saying sick films. Evening, Henry. Hope you're keeping well. Brilliant, Daz. Thanks, mate. No problem at all. And they're saying that there. Pep tax that company. And they're saying like each other. Matt saying it's Man U. We had to make sure, Matt. We just had to make sure, Frank's Henry saying they're like us, all three of us.
Hi, Henry.
Yeah, Daddy saying Frank will be a flop wherever he goes. It's a no-brainer. Thomas Frank is perfect. Absolutely. I've said it from day one. I think I like what he does with Brentford and the fans. I think that's the key thing for me. Get the fans on board, because that's your 12th man all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, makes a good name for himself, Michael. That's the key thing. Good win again, Henry. Oh, yeah, big up you, Ross, isn't it? Yep. Liverpool FC joint first. Darwin scores for Mo Salah assist. And they're saying love each other into the chat. That's asking who do we play next in the Champions League. No worries, Henry. I know you're doing a show. Put Budgie in charge of West Ham. Oh, look. Yeah. Gerrard, Rooney, Neville, Lampard, golden generation of Shitham. Terrible managerial records.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And that's both Neville brothers when you think about it.
Yeah. And look at the coaches they played under. Because you think what they do with these, with the likes of Lampard and Neville and that, and Rooney and Gerrard. Do you know what I'm saying? The managers that they have with, let's say, Sir Alex Ferguson, and obviously with Frank Lampard, with, let's say, Jose Mourinho, for instance, you think of the way the managers was chatting to them as players and stuff like that, you think they'd take a bit of that knowledge and pass it on when they get to managers. You know what I mean? So, but I know people like doing it their own way, but, you think to yourself, well,
yeah, exactly. You got to put your stance on it. But just say good night to Colin. Great show, you wonderful gentlemen. Go in there, chaps. Good night to you all. Take care, Tony. Hope you're better soon, mate. Thanks so much, Colin, and good luck to yourself as well. No, you're right, Annie. I mean, it's one of those, isn't it? You see some of them names there. They should have done a lot better. But I mean, Gerard's not exactly doing well in Saudi either at the moment, is he?
No.
Even still in the job.
I think he still is there. I think he's still there at the moment. Just double check, Fuzz, but I think he is still there. Spoiler, Pepsi saying my West Ham versus Man United prediction 3-2 to West Ham. I'm not sure if this could be by. No, Henry, if you can put your your results in the comments for later, I know we'll get them doing there. There was a bit of a technical error that went on. 1 point per game is not good enough, but you're 6 points off of Europa. The next 7 or 8 games will be decisive. Yeah, big shout. Right, Lawrence. Tone, I thought you were in the West Ham youth under 55s. That's brilliant. Valencia was a disaster. Gary Neville, yes. Yeah, that was. You and Fuzzy should do watch along for a match on Sunday. If we're both free, we'll think about that one. Rafinha scores a hat trick. Thanks, Henry. Liverpool versus Bayer Leverkusen next Champions League game. Ooh, that should be a game. Thanks for coming in, though, Henry. Appreciate that. And enjoy your time with your sister. And saying good night to everyone.
Hi, Henry.
Pause. Yeah, he is still manager of Al Ettifaq.
He is, yeah.
Al, what the fuck?
Oh, dear me. Oh. But you look at managers like Steve Bruce, Paul Ince, Mark Hughes, done nothing as managers there before the golden generation. True.
Yeah, there is that. But if you were to actually pick one out of them three, would you say Steve Bruce was the best manager out of them three?
Out of the three of them, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
He's had the most pedigree. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know he's at what's it, Blackpool now, is it Blackpool or Blackburn? One of the two. Paul Ince.
I think the last time I heard Mark Hughes, I'm not too sure if he's still there, but I know, is it last season? He was the manager at Bradford.
Really? Bloody hell.
Yeah, he was the manager. I can remember him being the manager at Bradford, but I think he may have been sacked by now. I don't know. But the last time I did check, he was the manager of Bradford City.
So just looking at Daz's where he is. So Daz would have moved up to 14th now. You're 14th there, Daz. Just seeing you on your thing there. Yeah, I'm on Insta as well, Michael. You can find me on the community page. You'll see the link there. Mourinho mind games tomorrow night. Going to be interesting. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's already saying that earlier. Yeah, Timmy, we've seen that one as well. Yeah, Simeone may be up for grabs. Man, you should take the gamble. Or imagine if they nicked him off of you, Anthony. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Arsenal fans crying out for him and that, and he ends up being at Man U.
Yeah. Do you know what, Tony? It most probably would happen in one way, but then again, it depends. I don't know how much wages Simone is on. I mean, obviously, it'd be your age,
Quite
but
a
then
lot.
obviously, yeah. So you're
One of the
saying
highest paid managers in the world as well, I think.
so, well, you've got to be seen in a region of anywhere between, 18 to 25 million pounds at least then, if he's one of the best managers.
Because didn't he just sign a new contract as well?
I think he did, yeah.
He did sign a contract recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if Man United will go down that route. They might do, I don't know. But I think we're just going to be... I like to say, I don't want to say a shambles, but it's just, I mean, if Arsenal was to do something this season, team, in all fairness, the key to this season would be the January transfer window. If we can sign a striker, you know what I mean, someone that can get us goals. But I mean, in all fairness, you look at it with strikers now this season. You haven't really got many strikers out there that can score you 20, 30 goals a season.
No, that's right.
It's different now. It's just like strikers comes in, they score around about 13, 14 goals a season, and you've got to pay the value of up to around about £80 million for them. And it's like, why? Why would you want to pay £80 million for a striker that scores you average 14 goals a season? To me, that don't make sense. You go back a few years ago, a striker that scored you 14 goals a season, I'm not being funny, they would have only cost you what, about 25 mil at the most?
About that, wasn't it? Yeah, about that.
Yeah. And now you got to pay 80 for them. And then you get someone like Haaland and it scores you 30 goals, and then, you got, well, I mean, if Man City, there is a rumour that Haaland, I don't know, it's Pep's final season I've been hearing, and then I've heard that Haaland could be on his way either at the end of this season or next season. You hear all these so many rumours, but if he was, and you had to buy him out of his contract, how much do you reckon Haaland would go for?
Well, this is the thing. Just to kind of be, excuse me, but a bit of a dampener on it. I think Pep's alluded to he could sign another 12 months.
Yeah.
And Haaland has been actually house buying. So it doesn't look like he's going anywhere yet.
Yet. Right, okay.
So, but yeah, I agree with Timmy. Yeah, Simeone would rattle Man City for sure. Yeah, you know, to get under Pep's skin.
Yeah.
You're 11th, DJ. You're 11th at the moment. Oh, there you go. Look, Mark Hughes was sacked at Bradford in March, and
Back in March, yeah.
wow, Simeone is on £40 million a year, apparently.
Jesus, no, he was nah. If that's true, DJ King, but I'm just saying, Man United would not. Man United would not. If he's on 40 million in English pounds, in 40 million pounds, he want at least 60 million a year, at least, almost double his wages, or if not, winning a bit times to be the manager of Man United.
No, exactly. No, Richard, we're not going to do it tonight. If you'd like to put your score predictions into the chat, that would be appreciated, please, mate. Thank you.
Or in the comments.
Or in the comments. Yeah, we could do it in there. Yeah. Simmons is the best established defensive manager. True. Yeah, look at that. Proper money. Long live Mr. Sven Haag. Yeah, ain't buying anybody. In all fairness, should be on a t-shirt. They're saying like there. Simeone is a legend too for his playing career. Yeah, absolutely. If I was Arsenal, I'd take Conte any day. He'll do well there. I forget he's been in charge of Tottenham. If not, I'll take him at Man United.
I think there were better managers for Manchester United to choose from, to be honest. Better options, better choices.
That'd be an interesting one. Timmy's saying that Simeone is a proper bad bastard. I'll take him at City after Pep all day long. Yeah, imagine that. I think apparently they're alluding that someone's already lined up to take over for Pep the day he decides he's going to jack it in at City. But they're not saying. Oh, man, you imagine that. Imagine that. Jeez. There'll be parties across the streets of the UK the day that happens. Trip saying, do you know what position I'm in? Spoiler alert, it's doggy style. It's all about the money. Yep, same as Mourinho in that respects. And Trip saying fuzzy, beggars can't be choosers.
Well, I mean, Manchester United can be choosers because they're one of the biggest clubs in the world and still retain pull. So I would like to think that Man United can just point at a manager and say, right, we'll come and get you. I think Man United have got the ability to do that. It's just, I think with Ineos, they'll not go into the realms of stupidity. And if, for example, if Conte's got big demands on payment, money, and all of that stuff, they'll probably be like, well, not really, because that's what old regime did. Just pay big bucks to whichever and just hope it sticks.
No, it's true. Absolutely.
I demand of you, thank you.
Pippo? Who's Pippo? Machine is never ending. Richard saying, Fuzzy, Tony not doing score prediction tonight. He's frightened what me and you are going to put in for Sunday's game. Yeah, it's very true. Tommy Tuchel refused us, bro. He's not the same. Yeah, absolutely, Trip. Good evening, Jose. Hope you're keeping well.
Yeah.
Tell Cockerell. Evening to the free gents. How your week going since the weekend? Hope you're all good. Your week must be still flourishing, Jose, after Sunday. You must be over the weekend. You must be still be flourishing from the result, basically. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did the score predictions. I started doing it last week on UC's channel. And you know what? Yeah. I didn't realise that with my predictions, I went up by new into the league, and I went up 20 places.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. I'm bloody second in the fantasy football league. I was winning that for a while. in his fantasy football league.
Liverpool and Man United are only big clubs in England. Facts. De Zerbi took Marseille over United. Yeah, that's true. He did indeed, true. There you go. Pippo Inzaghi, my apologies.
Sounds like an Ineos problem to me, rather than a United problem. Can't lie.
Right, so it's an hour and 45. Unfortunately, my throat is bleeding on the inside. Basically, it's very painful at the moment. So Fuzzy, what have you got coming up? And you'd like to share your channel as well, please.
Well, I've got a snake coming up. Don't joke.
Almost.
Yeah, I've got of course with us playing tomorrow night. Got match reaction following the game tomorrow night. Hopefully, we are talking about a match, a win, rather than Mourinho slapping us up with perhaps what football would call has-beens. That would be something. But not only that, but a former Manchester United midfield pairing, Fred and Amrabat. Imagine if they start bossing this Man United team. Can you imagine how embarrassing that would be? Now, literally, we'll just have to close the door, fold the club, just fucking blow up Old Trafford, nuke the stadium, nuke Manchester, kill everyone there. All for losing to Fenerbahce, a bit much, isn't it? Who cares? Who cares? And then
Tottenham's doing well first over. Is it Napoli or Lazio he went to?
Napoli.
Napoli, yeah, he's doing really well. He come on his sub and he scored straight away from the sub, didn't he? A couple of weeks back, and scored a couple of goals actually. Playing really well.
Look at that! Look, he's put West Ham 0, Man United 2. Jesus. Yeah. Aces is saying Tony get some limb sip. Yeah, I've just got. I'm going to do another one before the night's out. Thanks, Aces. Appreciate that. Timmy, top panel, top chat. Timmy, as always, pleasure you coming in. Appreciate you, mate. And Chip saying, I've never realised Anthony's voice was so harsh. Honey and ginger tea will help my friend. Yes, it can be. It's been like that most of the today, basically. But yes, honey and ginger tea, that's good. That's another remedy as well. Port and brandy, that's another one that's good for the throat. So I recommend all those things.
Shut up, Fuzz. I know what you're thinking. Yeah, I knew you.
Shut
JD and Coke. Anthony, what you got coming up? Where you going to be? Are you with Lee on Thursday or?
Yes, I'm with Lee on Thursday. It's going to be me, Lee McManus on Football Dad's Army. We're going to be talking about the Arsenal game. It's going to be a bit late, but about the Brentford game. Not Brentford, Bournemouth game, sorry. We're going to talk about the Bournemouth game. Obviously, the Champions League game last night and the Liverpool game coming up on the weekend. Also, we're going to be looking at the Fantasy Premier League and also our score predictions and what we're doing on there as well. So that's going to be on that show.
Superb. Good evening, Nick Fadley. Hope you keep well. 3 Prem teams on top spots in the Champions League table. JD and Pepsi, yeah, absolutely. And Trip saying honey flavour brandy. Ooh, nice. Do there as well. Danny, history goes forwards and backwards. We shall see. Main thing is we love football. 100%. That's what it's all about. That's what we're here for. So people in the chat, thanks for hanging around with us. And sorry that I'll try to keep it going as much as I can. But the throat is kind of winning, unfortunately, at the moment. Some great comments in the chat today. Pepsi is on fire today. Spot on with some of the comments he's come out with in there, and also the banter has been superb from him. And yeah, it's great as always to have my 2 co-hosts with me. We've got through quite a few there. Daz is saying he's got to go now because he's basically needs a beer. Carlin, lovely. Don't tell Tottenham about history. Don't tell Tottenham about history. Piss water.
Yeah, he's piss water. Carlin, is it? Do you know what? That used to be the main brand years ago in the pub was Carlin or Foster's, and both of them, it's just like, well, it is. It's just piss water, isn't it? They say it's 4% in bloody volume. I think it's water bank at 2.2%.
Thanks, Eros. Thanks so much. Take care of yourself as well, mate. Thank you. Well, I've heard it's apparently making a comeback. Excuse me. My voice for one, hopefully. Off my double D.
Double D. Double D. What's double D?
Breast
Can everybody,
size.
can everybody say
I ain't there
Lech?
38. I ain't there 38 double D's.
Let me see if I can find it for you. Bear with me.
Double D's.
2D cups.
2D cups, yeah. Oh. Fuzz, you like a good note, okay? Thank you. You like a good note, okay? Thank you, Fuzz.
Could be worse. Could be one cup one size. The other one's. Tell you what would be an absolute nightmare is if she has 2 different sized cups. Motorboating would never be possible. It's just like this motorboat's only got half the horsepower at the moment, I'm afraid.
I've realised with this show, you've got Tony's voice, right? And guess what? It's been cut short, and that's all we've been talking.
There you go. Double D.
Hang on, let me bring that one up. We'll zoom in.
Nice tit size there. Danny
Oh,
Daniels.
double duck.
I'll send my predictions on Twitter on here. Thanks very much, Michael. Yeah, it was draft.
I remember that.
Double diamond.
Double diamond.
Double diamond. I think who is it now? I'm trying to think what the breed. I think it was Whitbread. I think that might have done this. Kim Kardashian got a lot coming on to her. But yeah, this is apparently is making a comeback.
Mm. Oh, right. Double diamond. See, trouble is, when you hear that, you think of a bloody sort of cider, don't you? He's like a diamond. Is it diamond white or something? Double Dutch.
Looks like a good beer. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But no. Yeah, it's true. It's some of these, these beers that come and gone kind of thing. But yeah.
Yeah. We're trying to get Fuzzy. Is it Top Deck?
Oh, Top Deck, lad.
Yeah, trying to get him on the counter Top Deck.
Anyway, people in the chat, we're going to say goodbye now. Thanks very much for hanging around with us. This has been episode 14 of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. As you know, on Sunday, it's a Sunday night takeaway with my 2 panelists, as well as other people that we bring into the chat as well. And next week will be episode 15 of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. So enjoy the rest of your evening, and hope you have a good weekend. And we shall see you shortly. Take care for now.
Don't call me shortly.